Hi students, myself Dr. Keshivaya, Shantiram College of Pharmacy, Department of Pharmacology. So our next topic is tetracyclines. So these are the contents of this session regarding the tetracyclines. So tetracyclines are a class of antibiotics which are chemical substances produced by the microorganisms that are able to kill other microorganisms. So these tetracyclines obtained Streptomyces conicolor. Some other microorganisms also is there. We can obtain the tetracyclines. So tetra means four and cycling rings present in the structure. So come to the classification of tetracyclines according to the duration of action. So short acting. So the half-life is 6 to 8 hours. So tetracycline and oxytetracycline. Then intermediate acting. So their half-life is 12 hours. So what is meant by half-life? The 50% of the drug metabolized. The 50% of the drug metabolized and eliminated from the body. So that is called as half-life. So how much time is required for the 50% of the drug metabolized and eliminated from our body is called as half-life. So the long acting. So these half-life is 16 hours. So the drug is doxycycline and aminocycline. So come to these intermediates, demiclocycline and methacillin. This is the structure of tetracycline. So these have four tetra means 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 and cycling rings. So these and the substitution of here and here, and depending on the substitution we can get the different tetracycline antibiotics. So come to the mechanism of action of tetracyclines. Tetracyclines, these antibiotics to inhibit the bacterial protein synthesis. They bind to the 30S ribosomal. They bind to the 30S ribosomal subunit and thereby preventing the binding of amino acyl tRNA to the mRNA ribosomal complex. The protein synthesis, where it takes place on the ribosomes. So when the mRNA come on to the ribosomes, so depending upon the code of the mRNA, the ribosomes to prepare the protein. That protein we can call as translation, the conversion of mRNA to protein. The mRNA converted into protein is called as a translation. So during the translation, it's required amino acids. So that amino acids transported by tRNA. That's why it is a transported RNA, amino acid transport RNA. So it is bind to the 30S ribosomes. So tetracyclines also in the host, but less likely to reach the concentration required because we do not have the traction uptake mechanism. It's important point. Our host means our. So the host also to prepare the protein synthesis. So here, what is the point? So that our cells do not have uptake. Do not have the tetracyclines do not take uptake. Okay. In the host, but less likely to reach the concentration. The concentration also, it is not sufficient. It is not sufficient to reach into our cells. So that's why they did not disturb our protein synthesis. Means our cells protein synthesis. Next. So this is the stepwise and flow chart regarding mechanism of action tetracyclines. So they bind 30S subunits and prevent the binding of incoming charge at tRNA in it. Inhibit the first step in one bacteria in protein synthesis. Tetracycline enter into microorganisms first step. Then susceptible cells concentrate the drug Intracellularly susceptible is microorganism cells, and tetracycline bind to the 30th subunit of the bacterial ribosome, only bacterial ribosome. Next, blocking the binding, blocking. So block hypothetical. So because of their tetracycline bind to the 30th subunit, so there is no tRNA bind to the ribosome, so that is blocking mRNA ribosome complex. This prevent addition of amino acid to prevent the addition of amino acids. You know, the ribosomal subunit, the subunit in 30th subunit have the A site and peptide site. So A site means to receive the amino acid. The P site we can call as peptide site. So when these amino acid actually during the protein synthesis, this amino acid will go there. Then on one more amino acid it will come between the first amino acid and second amino acid make the one peptide bond. So here the peptide bond formation, then one more protein. So like this it will keep. Already you stated in a protein synthesis. See, this is the this is a tRNA. This is a tRNA. So this is a ribosomal RNA. So this is 30th ribosome. This is a mRNA. So here the tetracycline interfere with the tRNA anticodon reading the mRNA codon. So this interfere. So this is the structurally. So the different other antibiotics mechanisms. Suppose if you take in other antibiotics, not tetracycline, erythromycin bind to the 50th ribosomes, and chloramphenicol bind to the 50th ribosomes, and streptomycin bind to the 30th ribosome. But here the rRNA and cause the mRNA to be read incorrectly. So the tetracyclines interfere with the tRNA, the streptomycin bind with the 30th, but it interferes the ribosomal RNA. This is the regarding the inhibition of protein synthesis by antibiotics. Then come to the spectrum. Tetracyclines are broad spectrum antibiotics. I said already the broad spectrum means it's act on the more microorganisms to inhibit the more organisms, more types of organisms. So the gram-positive organisms, gram-negative bacteria, and spirochetes, and mycoplasma, rickettsia, and chlamydia. So these are whatever the causes of these, it will inhibit. So mechanism of resistance. So cell become resistant to tetracyclines by three mechanisms. So these microorganisms getting the resistance to these tetracyclines, how they are getting the resistance. Already we discussed regarding resistance in their bacteria in penicillin and cephalosporins. So what is the difference between the penicillins and these? See here, enzymatic nearest type of resistance where an acetyl group is added to the molecule causing inactivation of drug, enzymatic inactivation. So here the enzymatic inactivation. Next, efflux resistance genes encodes a membrane protein that actively pumps the tetracycline out of the cell. So impaired influx or increased efflux of active transport to protein pump. So this is one more mechanism is whatever the drug enter into the microorganism, it is immediately to send outside. Means nothing but efflux the tetracyclines by the active transport protein pump mechanism. Next, ribosomal protection, which blocking tetracycline from binding of the ribosome. Ribosome protection due to production of protein that interfere with the tetracycline binding to the ribosome. So here what is happening, the microorganism to produce the one protein, that protein to cover the ribosomes. So once I am repeating, the microorganism to produce one protein, that protein to cover the ribosome. So there is no possibility of the drug, means nothing but tetracyclines bind to the 30th ribosome subunit. So because of this, there is no possibility of blocking mechanism. This is how the microorganisms getting the resistance to the tetracyclines. Next. So this is the pharmacokinetic parameters and overview. So the tetracyclines, we can take oral route. Dose absorption takes place. So well absorption, well distribution, metabolized in the liver and excreted through urine. So these entire pharmacokinetics and eliminated through and metabolism and excreted through urine. So then come to the pharmacodynamic or pharmacological effect it produces and efficacy. If the more drug, if it is given tetracycline, to produces the toxicity. This is overall information how we can make or we can write the pharmacokinetic. So the oral absorption for chlorotetracycline is 30%. So here the percentage is given, but is less means absorption is very less absorption. Tetracycline, acetocycline, democycline, and methacillin remain at 6 to 70%. See, this is tetracycline is a lot, the duration is very less, and also it is first developed drugs. Tetracycline, chlorotetracycline is the first developed. Then after that, it increases the bioavailability. So here the increases the 50 double. Increases the tetracycline, oxycycline, democycline, and methacillins are 60 to 70%, and doxycycline and minocycline 95 to 100%. So next important. So these tetracyclines make a bond with the divalent cations, dairy products and antacids. So examples, suppose if we take in milk and any ice creams and other any dairy products, it makes chelation or impaired. So and antacids. So if you take in the antacids, suppose aluminum hydroxide, some magnesium hydroxide, if you take in also, so these antacids also to make a complex with these tetracyclines. So that's why food interactions is there in tetracyclines. Next, buffer tetracycline solutions are formed for intravenous administration. Next, 40 to 80% bound to the serum protein. Already you studied about the serum, the protein binding drug, protein binding. We have the one chapter, I think so. What is the meaning of a protein binding drug? See, when the drug bind to the protein in the blood, plasma proteins, the drug availability reduced, and the drug reach to the target also reduced. Next, these are the, so actually oral capsule is the dosage form in which tetracyclines are most commonly administered. The capsule should be taken half an hour before or 2 hours after food. That is the best method for the to take the tetracyclines. Not recommended for intramuscular route of administration of tetracyclines. Better to prefer the oral route. Next, adverse drug reactions of tetracyclines antibiotics. So these are all the, I said already, these any antibiotic if you taken or any antimicrobial you taken, first it is GIT problems, then after that urinary problems, then after that skin problems, then after that CNS problems. These 4 problems. Suppose if you taken the stomatitis, this is the stomatitis inflammation and infection due to these tetracyclines, and nausea and vomiting also it will come, and next sore throat, these are all comes under entire GIT. Next, some crystalluria also formed, that is urinary problem. Then we come to the skin problems, erythromatous rashes, skin rashes, urticaria, and this and dermatitis. These are all the, and nail discoloration, so photosensitivity. So these are all comes. And next, headache. This will come to the CNS problem. So and confusion also it will be there when the excess dose used. These antibiotics produces the side effects, especially when the dose taken more. The uses of tetracyclines. So tetracyclines used to treat the wide variety of infections, including acne. It is antibiotic that works by stopping the growth of bacteria. So these tetracyclines act as a bacteriostatic, not bactericidal, because of they inhibit the protein synthesis. That's all. ఒక మెటబాలిజం ని ఆఫ్ చేస్తున్నాయి, బట్ దే కెనాట్ కిల్ ది మైక్రో ఆర్గానిజం. దట్స్ వాట్ టెట్రాసైక్లిన్స్ ఆర్ బ్యాక్టీరియోస్టాటిక్. So these another venereal disease, atypical pneumonia, you can use it in the pneumonia and cholera. We can use in the relapsing fever, and we can see rickettsial infection, plague. So these are all the uses of the tetracycline. Next, come to these tetrans may interact with other medicine, drug interactions. Affects one or both of drugs may change or risk of side effect may be greater. So calcium supplements, especially calcium supplements, if you take any calcium tablets, it will be drug interaction takes place because of its make a complex with the calcium. The mineral supplements are other mineral, magnesium, aluminum, it also it makes the complex, and multivitamins also it makes complex, and cholesterol lowering drugs. Cholesterol lowering drugs means atorvastatins, these are drugs. So these cholesterol lowering drugs also it makes the complex, and penicillin compound, it makes the complex with the penicillins also. So though we cannot use the combination of these tetracycline antibiotic with another penicillin antibiotic. So these are the regarding drug interaction. Next, storage. So keep at room temperature 68 to 70 degrees centigrade. Keep away from heat and moisture and light. So thank you for attention. Okay, students, these are the questions regarding tetracyclines. What is tetracyclines first of all? Then I will give examples. Classification of tetracycline drugs, mechanism of action of tetracycline drugs, adverse effects of tetracyclines, pharmacokinetics of tetracyclines, uses of tetracyclines, drug interactions of tetracyclines, and sources of tetracyclines. So these are the questions regarding tetracyclines. Thank you.